see here. Let's see. All right. All right. Let's see here.
Stand right there, Mommy. I want you to walk.
Hi. All right. Hi, everybody. We'll get started here. In a little bit. I'm just trying to get everybody in right now. All right.
What? I need to go somewhere.
So I think I am doing. I am in good shape here.
All right.
So I don't. You're blacked out here? You just.
Oh,
don't
I didn't
have
turn my video on.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
All right, I'm going to check on some others. So see you later.
Hey, sounds good. I will talk to you soon.
Okay.
Yeah. Disable participant annotation, hide viral. Yes. See a 10. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. Can everybody hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. trying to let people in as I see you guys popping in. So, okay. All right. And I just put on the chat room, I'm just going to have everybody type your name and I can use that for attendance. That way we'll know who comes. I'm recording this, so whenever, because there's several people have already got with me and said they can't make it. This way they can watch the meeting and they'll get all the information.
Separate the deck right now. You get one deck of cards and you separate them from like kings, queens, and stuff like that.
Wait about 5 more minutes and then we'll get started. Hey, Price, I see you. What do you see on the screen right now?
I see your home screen. I see you, and then like there's probably 6 other people that are on there to the right side.
I'm trying to get it where I was going to share some things, but I want to get some other things done here first.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm asking my mom for help. I think I can put that one on speaker.
Dylan Random is about to get on.
All right. Get some things up here so I can, there it is. This is what I wanted to get up here.
Yeah, I was talking about that.
All right, is everybody out there, are you seeing the Groveport calendar right now?
No.
Okay.
No.
When are you going to be ready for dinner? When are you going to be ready for dinner? Couple hours? Just, probably been an hour and a half, 2
Okay.
hours ago.
Let's see who else. I gotta get some more people.
Why don't you go and do your workout and
I have a question.
Yeah.
So I was told, is this for the environmental science?
No, the environmental science, I think, had theirs Monday. So Mrs. Lewis, is that who you're looking for, Mrs. Lewis?
I have no idea because on my paper it said May 7th at 6.
Okay, environmental science. No, this is marketing and logistics. Environmental science is also doing theirs. They're doing theirs now too. So you may need to go back to that one day, or what's it, the one day EFCTS screen and find the environmental science.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. All right, guys, we'll get started here in about 2 minutes. I I've got some information I'll cover, but I want to give you guys a chance to ask questions stuff. It's kind of a odd time, so I definitely want to give you guys time to ask questions once we get started. I want to make sure I keep letting.
Dawn's on there. Where are you? Where's your face on there?
It's up.
Huh?
It's up on the screen.
Dawn's on there.
Not yet. No, they can hear you.
You're still in mistakes.
He's not on there yet.
Okay. Get this out of the way. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Now I put on the chat room. I know some people jumped in later. If you would just type your name in there, and I'll use that for the attendance. That way I know who was able to make it tonight and who wasn't. I'm recording all this stuff, and then we'll get to show it, or it'll be on that one-day website. And, if people miss, they can come and see it. So, let's see here. All right.
Where do you want to put our name?
All right. I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and get started. That way we can move on, and I'll cover some information, and then you guys got a chance to ask any questions you want. Can everybody hear me? Just nod, I guess, if you can hear me. Make sure everything's, like I said, I've run some Zoom meetings, but I wanted to try to cover a few things here. Okay, first of all, I'm Mr. Robinson. Everybody just calls me Mr. Rob. I think most of you know me. You've met me at the school, or at the visit, or you're from Groveport and you see me in the school store. So I'll cover what I'm going to teach first of all, and then I've got these shirts behind me. I'll explain that. I want to talk about this school to college, or the college credit you guys will get, the college credit plus, and there's some other college credit classes you get. I'll talk about DECA, which is our student organization that we participate in. It kind of got stopped this year with everything going on, so I'll answer questions on that. Let's see, and the time of when we actually have class. Okay, and again, you guys will have questions. I'll answer what I can. I know some things are gonna, it just seems like a lot of things are up in the air right now. So first of all, what I'm going to teach next year is juniors, you're going to have marketing and accounting. Now, when we run the school store, we're going to have products that we're going to come up. You guys will come up with some products. And if you got anything you'd like to sell in the store, let me know. We'll bring it up to the class. But when we sell those things, we have to price it, make sure we make a profit off of it, and see, all the costs associated with getting it to the store, making it, and all those things. So that's part of marketing, with the pricing, and then keeping track of it, because when we sell these products, people pay us real money, and we got to put that in the bank. So we got to make sure we keep accurate records. The one thing that a lot of people don't realize is usually it's February. The state of Ohio, because we are an actual business, the school store is, when in February, the state of Ohio will come and audit our books. So that's one reason I teach accounting your junior year, and then your senior year, somebody will be the actual treasurer, you do the journal entries and all that. But it's part of running a real business. So you've got to understand that. And that's kind of how I explain it. We focus on logistics. However, it's a general business background, but we will focus on logistics because we're in Rickenbacker. and people are, like I said, I've gotten a call. Specialized is looking for some more people now. I just sent a couple more students over to Specialized Bicycle with the distribution centers in Rickenbacker. That's where the jobs are. So that's your senior year. I focus more on a supply chain management or logistics side of it than what I do your junior year. We'll touch on it your junior year, but most of your junior year will be marketing and accounting. Let's see here. The logistics and supply chain is what we'll do your senior year. I also do customer service your senior year. And the seniors are normally the management part of the store. You guys will work the store during lunches. You'll clean the store. We got to make sure we take care of the store. The janitors will come in and clean occasionally if it gets out of control, but we try to keep it nice and neat. And you guys, if you've seen this, most of you guys are Groveport students, you've seen the school store. It's a lot of glass. So we try to keep that clean. So a lot of times we may just take 5 or 6 people, go down and clean up the store and get it ready to run. Behind me, I have the Cruiser shirts. With Eastland, every Eastland uniform, every Eastland program wears some type of uniform. Okay. You know what? I just realized I got some people in the waiting room. I got to remember to do that. But anyways, they wear uniforms. So we're in a regular school. We're not in the career center. So I don't want to have you guys wearing uniform when nobody else in the school is wearing uniform. However, Wednesdays, at least in the fall, is a day where band's not doing anything. Football, volleyball. Usually Wednesday's an off day for most sports. Golf, well, golf I guess would, but maybe you could wear this shirt for golf. So Wednesday's the day that we wear the Cruiser. I call it the Cruiser Shop shirt. It is a t-shirt or a polo. I usually have a handout for everybody. We'll deal with that when we get back to school because I've got some sizes that run a little big. The smallest size I have is an extra small, but they go all the way up to, I think I've had 3Xs. So there's a wide range, but we have the shirt. You wear those on Wednesdays. I actually give you 5 points every Wednesday. It goes into a professional grade. So that is the uniform. You wear, it's either a t-shirt, this style here, and it has a GM on it, or there's a polo. That is the only expense with the program. And that's $25 for that. So, but we'll deal with that when we get back to school and we meet face to face. So you can try them on. I've got several sizes. You can try them on that way. And tell me what style you want, the t-shirt or the polo. Let's see here. On the expense side, that is the only expense as far as the program. We do field trips throughout the school year. The field trips that we take are not always mandatory. The DECA field trips that we take, that is your option. And those do have expenses with them, but if money's tight or you can't take it, can't make it, then you don't have to, it doesn't go against you. For example, normally in October, I'm hoping things get back to normal. We go to a Blue Jackets game. We go, they let us skate on the ice. We go down there and skate for an hour. Their business people will talk to us about marketing. It's kind of a sports business field trip's what it is. So they got people that talk about marketing, professional athletics, other positions that they have, sales, sales to people and sales to companies. Because when you go to the Blue Jackets game, they'll talk about how the one whole corner is all, I forget what it was, Toyota. And if they score 3 goals, you get I think you get a Tim Hortons coffee, or maybe that's if they win. So they talk about the relationships they make with other businesses. So it's a business field trip, but we get tickets and go to the game that night. And they let us skate on the main rink. They give us they give us ice skates, and we can go skating for about an hour. There's an expense with that. It's usually $25, I think, for the ticket, but that covers the whole day, and you'll have to buy food if you want food. Another field trip is we'll go to Ohio State men's basketball game. Again, that's $25, but we go there. They have different guest speakers talking about business programs and things like that. They'll talk to you about coming to Ohio State. We'll take a tour of the stadium. They usually take us up in the press box, which is really high up. I'll let you guys know that. If you don't have to go, if you don't want, it's up in the air and you're right up against the glass. You're looking right into the stadium. It's kind of intimidating, actually, but that's another field trip that we take, and does have an expense. It's not mandatory. Trying to think what else. I guess it's a good time. I'll just slide right into DECA. DECA stands for Distributive Education Clubs of America. It is a student organization. A lot of you already have extracurricular activities that you do, but when you get a job or you go to college, they're going to want you to list extracurricular activities. Well, DECA would be an extracurricular activity that doesn't take up a lot of extra time. We'll do it while you're in class. We do have a competition, and I want to explain the DECA competition. I mean, I know, Price, you had your brother in it and all that stuff, so some of you know about the competition. But basically, at the competition, you're given a business situation, and you have to solve that. They give you the business situation. You got 20 minutes to come up with a game plan, and then you go in front of a judge and you present your whatever what you believe the best solution would be. We have a district competition in January, which is usually held at Columbus State. Then we have a state competition, which is held at the Hyatt Regency downtown and the convention center. It's kind of all together there. And then for your junior year, our national competition is at Disneyland out in California. So we'll fly out there. Eastland picks up the plane tickets and the hotel tickets. Groveport in the past, and I'm sure they still will, Groveport will pick up one like fun trip we do. Last time we were in California, we went to Universal Studios, I think. We went to Universal Studios. We also took one of those Hollywood tour trips through the Hollywood homes. Went to Beverly Hills and Bel Air. We saw Fresh Prince Bel Air's house. It's a bus you jump on and they take you through. You got to pay for it, but it's, that's one of the things, like I said, that Groveport was good about covering. Eastland will also pay for one meal. We'll go someplace nice to eat. So your junior year, next year, is Anaheim, California. Your senior year will be Atlanta, Georgia. So our opening session and all that, most of that stuff goes on in the Mercedes-Benz Dome. That's where we were, I think, 4 years ago. So that'll be your senior years, Atlanta, Georgia. But we'll talk about that later. You have to qualify for that. You win at districts, then you go to states. You win at states, then you go to nationals. And you don't have to win first place. You just have to be in the top 4 as information. And we've had pretty good success. I would have had, it's kind of hard to say because it was just kind of messed up with this year. We would have had 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 8 we're going to go to, we were in Nashville this year, supposed to be in Nashville. And I would have had 8 make it to nationals this year. So that's DECA. Let me jump back up to college credits. Your junior year, the last half of your junior year, we will do a College Credit Plus class, a CCP. It's Business 125, and it is through COTC, Central Ohio Technical College. I'd love to get a field trip over there so you guys could see it. It's COTC and Ohio State Newark are the same campus. So you're using the same rooms and all that stuff. But that's where at the end of your senior year, you will have you'll get a college transcript of 9 college credits through COTC. Okay. That is, you don't have to do anything. Your junior year, we'll apply to COTC as a class. We'll all go in, apply, make sure we get everything taken care of. You'll get accepted because you're in the program, so you'll get accepted into college. And at the end of your senior year, I will give you a form, and you will send that in, and you can get your transcript sent to whatever college you want to. I've had pretty good success with those transcripts going to, I've had someone at UC, Ohio State, BG, Kent State, OU, Capital, Otterbein, I'm trying to think, Walsh, University of Findlay. So those college credits, those 9 credit hours will go with you to college. So that is the college credit you get through the program. Now, Columbus State has what's called an articulated credit. You will get 6 credits with Columbus State, but the way those work, you will actually have to go to Columbus State for a semester and take classes there. Then at the end of that semester, you will pick up the 6 credits that you get from my class. Okay. You don't, like when you finish your senior year, you don't automatically get those 6 credits. You have to go to Columbus State, and then those credits will be added in at the end of that first semester you take. The COTC, you will get credit when you finish the program. You'll get the 9 credit hours. Let me see. I am going to try to pull up the articulation agreement here if I can. See if I can do that. Let's see. Right. I'm going to move this off to the side. I'm hoping this works, guys. Let's see here. Okay. I can't see you anymore because I'm showing this. Can you see, it says Marketing and Logistics Management College Credits? If anybody has their sound on, can you, yes or no?
No.
No, you cannot see it.
No.
Okay. Then I am going to come back with the screen. Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right. Okay. Anyways, what I was trying to show you, and I've done this before, and I thought this would work. We have a document. It's an articulation. This is from 2017 because it's the only one I had here because all the other ones, the current ones, are up at school, which I couldn't get in. But Central Ohio Technical College, 9 credit hours. And it is Business 125, which is PC applications. It's a 3 college credit hour class you'll get. Business 105, which is an introduction to business, 3 credit hours you will get. And then Business 110, which is introduction to management, 3 hours. And then with Columbus State, you get customer service, a 3-hour class. It's marketing, 1230. And then supply chain management, 1100. And it's supply chain management. It is 3 credit hours. Okay. So like I said, I wanted to show you that. I was hoping that was going to work. All right. Now I need to get back to the cameras. Okay. What do you guys see on the screen right now? Is anybody on there that can tell me?
See a background. It's like a sunset with a bird on the water.
Okay, that's my whatever home screen. Okay, so let's see here. All All right. Do you have the cameras, the pictures back in front of you now?
Yes.
Okay, so you can see each other. Okay. First day of school. If you go to the 1 day, which is the stuff that I'm showing you is on that 1 day website, onedayefcts.com. If you go to that website, it's got the school calendar. Now, next year, again, I don't know how everything's going to shake out. I know the way everything's on the calendar, the way everything's supposed to be. First day of school for sophomore, juniors, and seniors is going to be Tuesday, August 18th. Freshmen, if you remember when you were a freshman, you go the 1 day by yourself. Freshmen are going to go on the 17th. And then you guys will come in on the 18th. The other piece is, I'm not sure, like I said, I've been trying to see who all's, let's see here. See anything? Okay. Let me see. Trying to get, Dylan, are you able to see anything now?
No, it's just showing a black background with the yellow
Is it?
or the green border.
Okay. All right. Kaysen, are you okay on there? Where are you? I do not see you. Okay. Let's see here. Let me think here. I was getting ready to say something. First day of school. We follow Groveport's calendar. That's the other thing I want to bring up. We follow Groveport's calendar. So if Eastland is on a day off, I think there's a day in October where Eastland is off. That doesn't concern us. I know this is an Eastland program, but we are, we follow Groveport's schedule. So if Groveport's in school, we're in school. We have class. If Groveport's out of school, we don't have class. Okay. If it gets to be a weather situation and, you know, Eastland's out of school, but Groveport's in school, we're in school. Okay. Now, if you're outside the district, I know this can make it tough. And if, let's say you're going to Whitehall, because I have a couple of Whitehall students, and they're out of school and we're in school, so they're not running buses. Now all of a sudden you don't have transportation. Just email me, and you got my K-Rob. That's also on the website, krobinson@efcts.us, or Groveport students, you just go cruisers, kelly.robinson@gocruisers.org. You'll find me in there. But email me and let me know if there's an issue. Because I've got a Gahanna student. I think Gahanna was out once this last year and we were not. I have a Bloom Carroll student, and they missed several times, and we were in school. And likewise, if we're out of school, and if we're out of school and your homeschool's in school and you're coming to Groveport, you don't come, okay? Which I need to cover this for students that are out of district. If you're not a Groveport student right now, because I know I've got some Reynoldsburg students, Gahanna, Bloom Carroll. I've got some other students. If you want to take, you've got two options basically. You can take all your classes at Groveport. You're more than welcome to do that. You'll need to get with Diane Montgomery, who is also on that, her email's on that 1 day efcts.com webpage. You'll have to get with Diane to schedule your classes and let her know you're part of the marketing and logistics program with Mr. Robinson. So you can do that schedule, or, which I have a couple of students doing that this year. I have a Tays Valley student and a Hamilton Township student. They come just for my two classes and then they go back to their homeschool for the rest of their academics. Those are your two options. If you drive, you can do that. If you don't drive, it makes it really tough because the bus will leave your home school, come to Grove, or go to Eastland. You'll get off the bus there and then walk over to Groveport. And then at the end of the day, the bus comes to Eastland. You walk back over to Eastland, get on the bus, and it'll take you back to your home school. So if you don't have a car, that's pretty much your main transportation, is riding your bus from your home school to Eastland, then walking over to Groveport, which I have. That's what Kylan does. She's at Whitehall. Jalika, too, from Gahanna does that. And Nate from Reynoldsburg does that. He'll ride the bus over to Gahanna. And Amy does that too from Whitehall. So those are your two options. Ride the bus from your home school to Eastland and take your academics, all your classes at Groveport. And if you do that, you need to get with Diane Montgomery, who will be your guidance counselor next year. Or you can just come for my class. Next year, you will be in my class for 4th and 5th period, which is, it's on that one-day web page. It'll be from 10:09 to 11:50. It's 2 periods that you'll be with me. We'll do accounting 1 period and marketing 1 period. So 10:09 to 11:50 is when you'll be in my class. Okay. You'll also be running the school store then, which I haven't even talked about, but we'll have a little bit of class. We'll run the school store, then we'll have some more class, and then we'll run the school store. That's kind of how it works. So trying to think what else. I've been talking a long time. What kind of questions anybody have? Do I need to unmute you, or you guys can unmute yourself, I believe, right? Yeah, looks like that. Does anybody have any questions?
What season does when does DECA take place? I don't know if I caught it or not.
Okay, the actual first competition, we will have field trips with DECA, but your actual first competition is the end of January. January 31st normally, or the beginning of February. So you'll have 6 months to learn, and when we get close to competition, it's like anything else. If you play a sport or you play band or whatever, the closer you get to it, the little more intense your practice gets. So the closer we get to competition, the more I'll cover. I'll be honest with you. The one thing that I would spend 3 days on eye contact and shaking hands. DECA already put out that there won't be any shaking hands next year. So that'll be something I won't have to cover, I guess. But we'll talk about different possibilities. So we'll talk about the 4 Ps of marketing and things like that, and socioeconomic status and some things like that. So you'll be prepared. You'll be ready to go in January when we have our first competition. So anything else? I had a PowerPoint, but like I said, I was really thinking I could show you some. I'm going to try one more time, guys. I don't know why, because I'm pretty sure this is what I had done before. I want to try showing you, I've got some pictures from the field trips here. So let's see here. I want to try showing, let's see. Okay. Are you still just seeing the screens, or are you seeing a PowerPoint at all?
Just seeing the background.
Just seeing the background. Sharing is paused. It's because I clicked the wrong button. Okay.
There you go.
Okay. So you're seeing Columbus State. Is that what you're seeing?
Yeah.
I'm still able to
All right. I am going to get this. I want to make sure I have everybody in here. Okay. One more time. The chat room is open, and I just want you to type your name in there so I can use that for I'll use that for the attendance. That's kind of what I wanted to have that for. So if you type your name in the chat room, that's really what I need. Okay. I am going to make this small, put this down here. Okay. So Columbus State, I told you 6 college credits. 9 college credits with Central Ohio Technical College. Here's the school store. If you have not been to the school store, that's what it looks like. The clothes that you see back there are things that we design. I don't teach clothing or design clothing. We come up with some ideas. I'm seeing if this will take off on its own. You will learn to run a POS. You'll get your own code, and you'll run a cash. It'll be set up just like a normal cash register with the 1s, 5s, 10s, and all that. I will get into the rules of selling clothes because with the Healthy Food Act, we do have certain stipulations about selling food. The high school credit, your junior year, you get 2 years. Your senior year, you get 2 years. That's your high school credit. You do get 2 credits. So some of you play sports, those 2 credits come into play. Then we have DECA districts. I just have some pictures from there. This was at the state competition. We had quite a few go to states last year. You see Ricky and Andrew, they went on to nationals. They took 3rd in the state last year. So there is a picture of them when they got called up on stage. This was at Nashville several years ago. At nationals, I took them to we went to a baseball game. It's like Columbus Clippers, basically. It was in Nashville. A couple of years ago, we went to an Atlanta Braves baseball game. We go for the DECA competition. We try to get out and do some fun things. This was Orlando, Disney World last year. We went to Rainforest Cafe to eat. So last year was Disney World. And this is pictures from Orlando with competitions. The one competition there on the right is a virtual business that you can run. This was, again, this was Universal Studios is what Grove picked up for us to do. And this is the, when we went to the Blue Jackets. That's in their lobby. I think I've got a couple of pictures. As seniors, we've got a pretty good report with Victoria's Secrets. It was supposed to get sold, but your senior year, we usually take a big field trip up there, and they talk about the distribution center. This was a couple of years ago at Ohio State. They let us go down on the field and just kind of run around and goof off, and they put us on the big jumbotron. This is another field trip we usually do in December, where we go to the boys' men's basketball game. Picture from the hockey game. Blue Jackets. We do community service quite a bit. We do Easter baskets for adoptive family every year. This was last year. And we collect things. This was several years ago. We've not done this recently. It was a Relay for Life. that we did, where we did a walk downtown. And I will stop that. So let's see. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So there's that. Now I'm getting back to it. Does anybody have any more questions? I tried to get students in the district, out of the district. This is usually a favorite. I love doing this. This online things. This Zoom meeting is not really what I expected to do. I like meeting parents and talking to you and answering questions and walking to the store so you can physically see the store and all that. But we've got what we got here, and we'll make this work. But want to make sure I covered all the big details. We follow Groveport calendar. First day of school is August 18th. If I find something, if I find out anything, I will get out the information, either through me or through Eastland. If anything's going to change, set up or whatever. You'll be in my class 4th and 5th period, which is 10:09 to 11:50. The cruiser shirts will get fitted and all that stuff next when we see each other next year. It's your only expense, and it's $25. Okay, but it's a pretty good quality shirt class. And price, and I'm trying to think if I have any other brothers and sisters. If you want to wear your brothers, that's fine. Just let me know.
Okay.
You know, you do not have to buy a new one, but Wednesdays is our uniform day, so to speak. You can wear jeans, you can wear, you know, shorts, whatever you want to wear on the pants, but just the shirt. That's really the uniform. We do have potential jobs. So next year when we get started, if you are looking for work, the problem with juniors, a lot of times you don't have transportation. But if you do, or you know, your mom or dad doesn't mind, or aunt, uncle doesn't mind taking you, I usually do have some positions. I've got right now at Specialized Warehouse. It's a bicycle warehouse down in Rickenbacker. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 kids that are going off to college. They're actually physically going to another place for college. So when they leave for college, they'll probably be looking for some more people to fill in. But you got to have reliable transportation on that. And that job and again, it doesn't mean that's what it'll be. Right now, they are paying $12.50, I think, $12.50 or $13 is what the normal pay is. They're paying them more with everything going on, but the normal pay is, I think he starts you out at $12.50. I had some people work at Build-A-Bear. Trying to think what else. StarTech. StarTech is another distribution center down there. Once you're 18, I've had some people work at Abercrombie and Fitch. The thing is that their distribution center, not their store, their distribution center, it's up in New Albany. That's kind of a haul for a high school kid to go, I think. But we got potential jobs. The school store, you guys will work and run. I'll teach you what you need to know about running the store and pricing and running the POS. We covered the DECA competition, college credit. Covered my major points. Okay, now that I remember how to do this, I'm going to pull up the bell schedule if you have 6th period lunch, which is what most of you will probably have next year. Not everybody, but most of you. And at the bottom is my email. I've got 2 different emails, one for Eastland, one for Groveport. I check both regularly. So now you probably cannot see this, right? I've got to do the share screen. Okay, are you guys seeing the bell schedule?
Yep.
Good. Okay. So there's the bell schedule, the way everything is set up right now. 6 periods normally your lunch. There are my 2 emails, krobinson@efcts.us and kelly.robinson@gocruisers.org. I will reply to either of them if you have any questions. Okay. All right. That is also on that one-day EFCTS webpage. That screen there is on there. So you guys, you didn't have to copy it or write it down or anything like that. Okay. Articulation. Good. Good. Okay. That's everything I had to cover, guys. If you have any questions, like I said, I'm not comfortable with this format. I really like seeing you guys in person and, you know, going to the store and all that stuff, but this is what we have, so we'll make the best of it. Does anybody have any questions? If not, I'm pretty much covered everything that I needed to cover. Sure, see. Okay. All right. All right, guys. If you have another question come up, please email me one of those emails, and I'll get to you. This was recorded. At least I hope it was recorded because it was supposed to be. And it'll be up on that one day. So if you want to watch something or you weren't sure about something, you can watch this video again. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys, and I hope I see you on August 18th. I hope that this craziness keeps going, but I'm not the man in charge. So, all right. Thank you, guys. Take care, and I will talk to you. Again. Email me if you have any questions. Hope you guys finish the year nice and strong.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Rob.
See you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.